Hi everyone, today I want to go over finding the best and most efficient settings in Fortnite. I understand that everyone has their own personal preferences, and I want to share my thought process in how I set my hotkeys. With graphic settings, I set it at the lowest setting possible because I want to keep my frame rate as high as possible, because if it's too low it can disrupt the timing on your builds as well as editing. In control settings, I highly recommend having sprint by default on, because with the way the game is played, you should always be sprinting in the first place. This also means that you don't always have to be holding down left shift, which can be open up left shift, which is a very handy hotkey to use since your pinky rests on it. I also have tap to search or interact on, because it only requires a single press, and instead of having to hold it down, you just need to press it once. So this applies to opening chests or reviving a teammate. You don't have to be holding it down for like 10 seconds when reviving someone. I have auto sort consumables to the right. It's self-explanatory and it helps with early game inventory management when you're picking up items. You don't want to have to move your bandages all the way to the right. So with hotkeys, the most efficient way to set up your hotkeys is assigning your most important inputs to the keys that are most easily accessible for each of your fingers while being able to press W. So you can see that my ring finger can press tab and Q quickly, while my pinky has access to left shift and left control. My index finger can press E, R, T, Y, F, and G, and my thumb can press C, V, and B. Now if we look at my hotkeys, I use left shift for auto run. I have Q for my walls, and I put tab as my cursor mode. Here's cursor mode. And what cursor mode does for you, and why I use it, is you can access your inventory by pressing tab and holding it down. So when you're looting or needing to do something in your inventory, you can just quickly do it and let go. So I like doing this because instead of having to toggle your inventory, pressing it, and then having to press it again, all it is just holding it down, and the moment that you need to get out of it is just letting go instead of having to press it again. So you can save some time with it, and I would highly recommend moving to cursor mode. Back to hotkeys, my index finger presses E for stairs, E for traps, and F for editing. Now, by moving my editing key from the default G to F, I was able to edit a lot faster. So here you can see the difference of how long it takes to travel my finger from its resting position to G, and then to F. So you can see how much I have to stretch my finger all the way to press G for one edit. So instead, having it at F, I can just quickly slide my finger to the side, and just by doing this, I instantly increased my editing speed. I have my floors binded to V and my roof to B. So my thumb naturally rests between spacebar V and B when I'm playing, so I can easily press any of these keys instantly. Now, because of the layout of my hotkeys, I ended up needing to find a new hotkey for use and interact. So I put it to mousewheel down, which also gives the added benefit of being spammable for juggling items. So when you're running, you can just spam mousewheel down and be able to juggle a lot more items. And since I'm already using the mousewheel, I could also bind the instant edit reset trick to mousewheel up. You can do that here. So on reset building edit and building edit, you put mousewheel up as the secondary bind. So what it does is when you want to reset an edit, instead of having to press your edit key, right click and then F again, you can just scroll your mousewheel up and it instantly edits it. And there's no other faster way. So you can see that that breaks. I can just instantly reset it so fast that it doesn't even break in time. So I hope you guys can see how I approached assigning my hotkeys and settings in Fortnite with efficiency in mind. So we all have different shaped hands, hand placement, as well as mouse grips, so I recommend looking at them and figuring out which hotkeys are best for you. I'll see you guys later.